Hey, wait! We're with you.
What else do you know of the mask?
Only that it was the great passion of Odin's life. He journeyed across Aegir's burning ocean, into the heart of the silent matron herself to find it. Lost every man in his crew, but to hear him tell it, it was worth all that blood and more.
Mommy and Daddy tied the noose tight to send us to Odin to bask in his light.
Did they just say what I think they said?
Our lives cut short, souls sinking deeper, until gathered up.
Raven Keeper.
An acolyte of Odin's. Very secretive. Trusted with his dirtiest deeds. Never met her myself.
Mimir, Odin's mask. How do you hear about it in the first place?
He said a voice spoke to him one night, entreated him to collect the mask and control his own fate. I still think it's all a bunch of bollocks. Odin got drunk, convinced himself a wooden mask would solve all his problems, and pranced about the realms until he found a sufficiently mysterious bauble to fit the bill. Mask probably doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, probably.
Just to wrap up that story I was telling, the usurping Thane was convinced by the Heath Witches of his own invulnerability. Falsely, as he would learn too late.
No more for now. Focus.
Just to wrap up that story I was telling, the usurping Thane was convinced by the Heath Witches of his own invulnerability. Falsely, as he would learn too late. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head. And a name so cursed, none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You really gotta write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you, lad.
Hey, Mimir, do you ever notice Thor talk to his hammer?
Oh, still doing that, is he?
Yeah. Is he, like, charming the steel or casting a spell or something?
No, just a weird bloke.
Now that I've spent time in Asgard, it's strange to imagine Magni and Modi there. Sif raised them both, right? She seems like a good mom. Maybe a little overprotective.
A good mother. Not the Sif I knew.
Hold. What is that? A gravestone. No doubt a berserker awaits.
From under the cruel, dagger the cold, and bitter the prideful.
That sword doesn't belong to you!
Nasty hit! You're right!
I tire of you!
Under the cruel, dagger the cold, and bitter the prideful.
See? That sword doesn't belong to you!
Ah, Rosa! What now? From under the cruel, dagger the gold, and bitterness and pride.
Sword doesn't belong to you!
Fight you! Incoming!
You're on fire! You probably already know that.
From under the cruel, dagger the gold, and bitterness and prideful.
That sword doesn't belong to you!
Take it off, man! You've got this!
Wearing a lot of ice right now.
Not I'm tired of you! Who's next? I need a challenge.
From under the cruel, dagger the gold, and bitterness and prideful. Take it off, man! You've got this!
Behind you! Incoming!
Lad, am I right in getting the sense you've actually gotten to know Thor's daughter somewhat?
Yeah, dude's great. Wants to be a Valkyrie one day. And she deserves to be. Of course, I told her all about the Valkyries we faced, but I'm not sure how much she believes me. It didn't go great when I tried to tell her stories about her grandfather, though.
Anyone can have a blind spot when it comes to family. Some only learn the truth in the hardest way.
Mimir, what were you saying earlier? About Sif not being a good mother when you knew her?
It's quite true, if I'm being frank. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker.
Enough talk for now.
Never mind that. Time to fight.
The Berserker gravestone. Prepare for another fight.
Yalti the Stolid.
That sword doesn't belong to you. You are nothing!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
Not worth my time! Waste of time! Waste my time! You are nothing! Worth my time! You are nothing!
Come on, get up, brother!
So-called God.
The Berserker gravestone. Prepare for another fight.
Yalti the Stolid.
That sword belongs to you. You are nothing!
Ow! Still standing there? Outcome!
What's my time? Waste of time! You are nothing! Not worth my time! Expected more.
It's a fine mess.
God.
Yalti the Stolid.
That sword doesn't belong to you!
Guess Sigil has done work on that.
You are nothing!
Got that one, brother.
You are nothing!
Alka.
You are nothing! Not worth my time!
Incoming! Right side!
This hill. What is its connection to these spirits?
It's a symbol of their betrayal, their cruelty personified. The sooner we're done with it, the better.
If I can make peace with my blades.
I suppose you're right. If Skofnung rids the land of these bastards, I can stomach its presence a bit longer.
Mimir, if I met someone I liked, how would I know if they, liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Mimir, you mentioned Sif wasn't a good mother when you knew her. Like, she used to drink a lot?
Aye. She and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get. Imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into you time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him. A poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance. leaving all of them the poorer.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him, but I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation. Sif goes straight and hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi, that night he found us.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.